is it being stupid again?
It might be.
Stupid human.
There we go. I wonder what's happening there. Like, there's a...
Hey, babe.
Alright. Unfortunately...
What, do you have to call it here?
No, I can't call it here. I'm trying to... There was a glitch in the chat, so I have to... Unfortunately, the program glitched and turned off the stream. Please
Katie says it's loading for her.
go to the other stream on YouTube. Alright. It's yeah, there's a glitch there. Shit.
Oh dear, what's the matter?
No, it just I wish it would stop doing this. Let's see. Save. Okay. Pick up instead of my sheep child. Please spread.
Did you?
Around.
You did what to the what?
Around the stream. Got cut off. Reason. Okay. Tell your brother to say happy birthday. He says, did he use the... Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, pros, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I do not know what happened. It just suddenly glitched out on me, and I don't know why. Wait, where did my pen go? There it is. Alright. I do like how this purple is kind of coming out. It's a darker color.
Is that all you needed? Just like different shades?
Yeah, it might have been. It might have been a different shade and a different saturation. Again, I'm so sorry that this happened. I didn't mean for it to.
You can't help it. You can't help it.
I hope some people come back. Because we only got like an hour left, maybe. Before I gotta prep for a meeting today.
Yes, my bird be very busy.
Yes, I am a very busy person. I try to be.
Yes, I am a busy person.
Mm-hmm. I dropped the frames. Ah, fuck. Alright. What does this mean? It won't upload. Open stream. I'm not gonna end the stream. Because there's a... I don't know how to fix it though. Okay. Let's try this again. Just go forward. Keep going. Yeah, I think...
keep going.
Let's see here. I think I'm gonna avoid using pinks this time.
You didn't use pinks last time. You used blues.
Yeah, I used a lot of blues, but I used a lot of pinks too to try to make it pop more. But I don't think that's the right way to go. At least for bigger things, I'm gonna use this yellow that they keep using for the water types. Like it's like this pale yellow-ish kind of deal. Some saturations like have it, some hues are like greener than others, but I think I'm going to use that. And just to differentiate, I've got to use that yellow here.
Ooh, that felt good.
Ooh, it sounded good. Alright, there we go. Now we're getting into it.
Yay, we're getting into it.
Let's see here. Using those yellows are good. Makes the face pop a little more. I think for the... Let's see here. What color is a regular Wooloo?
White.
It's like... Or, I'm sorry, not Wooloo. Double.
White, grey, brown horns, brown legs.
Right.
I think the variations of the wool. I think it variations with its different coats. I
Yeah,
think.
you see it.
That's just a guess. I'm not actually saying like it has one canon. You know, like how spindle has different markings. I think it's the same with that for the dowel.
Okay. I think...
Just like I said, I'm just guessing. I'm not saying that is actually it.
I think what I might do is I might actually bring up these kind of like darker navy colors for the face. Like this. There we go. There we go. I like this. I like this. And it stays away from that bright colors from the Vaporeon. While still kind of feeling like a sheep.
Beep beep.
God damn it. Let's see. And I think for the coloration, I think I'm gonna stick to this yellow here, just to make the face pop. But instead of that kind of flower look that it has on the top, I'm going to give it more like a rounded look like this. You were taking inspiration from the sheepfish too, right? I remember it's got silvery stripes to it. That's true. I think at this point I've kind of moved away from that as well. Just to kind of move it around. If that makes any sense.
I do like that color coordination.
Yeah. There we go. Much better. I might put stripes on it. Kind of round out the stripes, but I think I'm going to put those more here in the horns rather than on the body. Because I think the body, I want to do like this darker. This is definitely very different from like a blue, the very blue Pokemon that comes up. This is definitely darker. A little edgier, but I'm known for edgy, so why not?
We had this conversation earlier. People say why, you say why not.
Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna get some water.
You're not getting too hot, eh?
Not particularly, but it's definitely water hydration time.
That time of the day?
Yep.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
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 Oh, hush you.
Huh? 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 Huh?
Blech. I think for this particular one, I might actually give it dots instead. Like a stripe and then a dot, kind of like what they got here. I think I'll do that.
Oh shit, hunters.
Yeah, I will do that with pink. See how that works with it, just as a accent rather than how big I had it before.
How can a colour be an accent?
Oh no, it just means that when you draw on it, it's not nearly as prevalent as like the rest.
Oh.
It's accented. Gosh darn it, I can't get this line.
It's okay, babe. It's just a drawing. It's okay, baby.
There we go. Ish. Hi, Ness. What's up? I'm doing all right, and the editor is here with me.
Hello. Sorry, voice crack. Hello.
That's so much better, love.
Who's talking?
That would be Nassaro Winter. He was on the stream a little bit ago, actually. Yesterday's stream specifically. Ooh, I actually like this. I think it kind of leans into like that black sheep type deal.
Has it any wool?
I hate you. I hate you and everything you stand for.
I stand for being with you.
Yeah, exactly. I hate it. I hate that you're with me. I regret everything.
That's nothing new.
Oh, God. I love you.
Oh, sure you do.
Boop.
I love you too. You stubborn ass.
I am, but you would have me no other way.
Well, probably with you.
Yeah, it's fair. There we go. But are the 3 bags full? I hate you. I hate you all. You fucks. Oh, I actually really like how this is going.
I hate you. I hate you all. Oh, I like that.
Look. Well, look at it. It's really cool. I apologize if the stream is lagging at all.
I do like this more. Do you know what I'm looking at?
Yeah.
I'm looking at a sea urchin mixed with a orca.
I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that. Let's see here. I think for this...
Yeah, definitely a better one than the blue approach, because the blue one just looked like you were making an edgy Vaporeon with those colours.
Yeah. Just to complement the purple, though, I'm gonna... It's kind of like more of an indigo, actually, now that I think about it. I'm gonna use some lighter colors for the fins. Just to see if that'll work. Ooh, actually, I really like that color. Hold on.
Yeah, it's popping.
It's a nice image against the darker colors.
Yeah, like then pops out at you nicely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and boop you on the nose.
No! No, Boopy!
Boop.
Ah! No! No, Boop! Let's see here. I am simultaneously trying to check over... Yeah, okay. Thought so. Alright. It's still showing it as 2 streams coming on, and I don't know how I feel about that.
That means you're producing content at double the amount in volume.
Oh my god. But I don't know if that means that it's still streaming, like, rewinding stuff, or it's, like, still closing. I don't know what it means. So I'm sorry that that's confusing to people. Let's see here. I'm gonna stick with this. Yeah, I like how this one turned out, actually. I really enjoy this. It looks good. I think the orca comment is very apt. Let's see here. Now, I think I'm gonna add some more pink accents. The art has been doubled.
Aha! The art has been doubled.
I think with this, I'm going to do this here. Just as a more subtler pink. You okay? Please don't die.
I can't promise anything.
Please promise me that. Then you'll never die.
Right. Just a drink went down the wrong way.
It went down the wrong hole?
Yeah. Hole.
Because we're 12. Sear. Think another thing here. It's gonna be texturizing this. And going here. Sear, if I could just maybe. Does it do that?
Does it?
Oh, yes! It does what I want. Look.
Does it?
Look. It uses the... I didn't realize this. It uses the foreground and the background colors at the same time for the bit crayon brush that I have.
Ooh. Interesting.
I didn't know that it did that.
I'm having to look off of the YouTube stream because for some reason it won't work on the... It won't let me join on the Discord stream.
Oh, that's weird. Alright. There we go.
Captain Key.
Sear. Keep... still going. There we go. Let's see here. That's really cool. I think I'm going to be looking more closely at the horns now. Put some texture in them. I've been really obsessing over that lately, putting texture into everything.
I wouldn't really call that as obsession, more like precision.
Sure. And I'm gonna just erase whatever is on this layer that I can't seem to see. Because it's like either too subtle or it's just not showing up quite as frequently. Might be because the opacity is a little weirder. Alright. Just to complement that, put it in the darker and then put in the regular color. See how that works. Now I'm experimenting. Ooh. Actually, that comes up with a great color.
Experimenting well?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. It is... yeah, I'm gonna restart the stream on Discord. See if that works.
Don't
That
worry
way
about
you...
it. I can still watch it off the YouTubes.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I like how this is texturing really well. Oh, that's what happens. So this is texturing with that darker shade, but it's used as more of a complement. I like that.
That's what I like about art. You can always discover new ways in how to do things.
Right? Like, art is... It's true what they say. Art is very subjective, and there are techniques that you should know, such as anatomy and how to look at things from a realistic eye. Hi! How you doing? I get cupcakes. This is my friend Poison Inked. She is someone I know from the Brony Lude Discord server with
Right.
friends like Zoa and Lady Diane or Lady Di. She tends to change that one up. But yeah, I really enjoy how there are different ways for people to do art, and it's very interesting the different interpretations one can have. I usually speaking applaud people to go. I urge people is what I should be saying. I urge people to go to art classes, physical art classes, because physical art classes are going to give you a much better art experience than I think art online classes will. And that's totally reliant on people's people's different ways of learning. Like, that is entirely up to them to how they learn. For me, I feel like you get more out of it by actually being there, rather than just like online classes.
I learn best by doing.
Yeah. Like, you can still learn via online classes, and they usually do have really great communities to learn from. But I feel that for certain things, like for certain types of development in your art, you want to always try your best in... Oh shit, I did that on the wrong layer. There we go. Overlay.
At least you found it. At least you discovered that early on.
Meh. Anyway, but I feel that when you're doing art, you should practice different styles. And different styles are very interesting in that they tell you a lot about a person through just how hardworking they are sometimes, how they are developing their character design skills, their skills with certain programs, as well as just how they see the world. Because art is, with it being subjective, it is also very different. For each person, it's like a whole new it's a whole new experience. I cannot hear you whatsoever. I don't know. Babe, can you hear me on the stream?
I can hear you, fine.
That's so weird. Can everybody else hear me on the stream? If you can comment to the... Alright. Let me...
Yeah, I hear you on the stream and I hear you on the Discord, Hazel.
I don't know... can you hear me on the stream? Yeah, I can hear myself on the stream too. I'm listening to it too. It might be your computer. I'm sorry.
Jigglypuff or Clefairy, babe?
I can barely hear you. Okay, I'm gonna turn up my volume then. Is this better? The audio is rather low. Okay, I'm gonna boost the volume up for myself then.
I was gonna say, you sound to me.
Yeah. Jigglypuff or Clefairy. Jigglypuff or Clefairy. Jigglypuff, I was exposed to the cartoon more, and I felt like she had more character. So, what was I saying before? Oh, right. I was talking about, yeah, okay. It sounded like you were whispering. Yeah, I was turning down my volume a lot because you can hear a fan because I'm in the closet. It's very, very warm in here. I don't want it to show up on audio a whole lot. So that's why. Now, with that being said, what was I talking about before? I was talking about how how... Fuck. I was talking about how it's very important to do classes for art, and it's really difficult now to do classes for art because it's quarantine. Nobody is going out, nobody is doing anything really for quarantine, and it's very hard. Let's hear. You're in the closet, bad joke. No, you don't understand. I haven't been in the closet this much since high school. I'm a little bit of a mixed bag when it comes to how school works. Being in a class environment either helps me focus or makes my mind more likely to drift. Depends on the subject matter. When it comes to art, the most active teachers are probably the best teachers for you. I remember one of my favorite art teachers, in class, the first thing he said was, you can literally learn all of this shit online and save your money. Like, that was his main deal.
And yet you came to me. What is wrong with you?
Exactly. That was his whole deal. That was his whole thing. He was like, you could learn so much better so much more in the Skillshare classes and shit. You do not have to come here. You will likely fail this class. And I was like, well, shit. But then I remembered, like, at some point back in the day, ANY actually gave a video about how to be a brony creator. And one of his main deals was he was in fact tired of the formula that was happening in the community at the time. And I got pissed. And by pissed I mean I was like pissed and I wanted to prove him wrong. And then immediately afterwards he's like, okay, you're pissed. If you gave up, then don't do anything. But if you actually enjoyed fuck, I fucked up the fin. If you had this fire in your belly, you should still then prove me wrong. That was his thing, and I have taken that with me through a lot of my journey through being a creator, is like to prove people wrong.
Let me guess, it was that video about, so you want to become a content creator, here's some advice.
Yeah.
Don't. We've got enough as it is.
Yeah.
See, that's ironic because I watched that video the day before I decided to make my first video.
Uh-huh.
How ironic.
Yeah, I was pumped. Like, I was ready to go. And so I've taken that with me throughout my career throughout my time as a content creator. I do think of this as a career. It's a career that I have to work on constantly, and it's constantly changing. But I always have a plan B of some kind. I have this drive in myself to try to do better the more I go through this. And it's an old video. I love how some people actually remember this. But I decided, you know what, I took the class. It was the best class I could ever take, even though he was only there for a short period of time. Because the other teacher I was pissed off by, because she was pissed off by how my teacher had taught the class, because he was just kind of like a substitute. And hers was very standard, and she was kind of telling us that we had to do our projects over again because they weren't what she had planned in her curriculum, which is fair, but also I had to redo a lot of my old stuff, and I didn't particularly appreciate that.
I was gonna say, you would have said, if you would have said it didn't meet her standard, I would have just been like, fuck off them bitch and do your own amount.
Yeah, it wasn't so much her standard, it was the construction of which he decided to do it. When he went through the whole thing, he had a very like nonchalant kind of whatever is there. He would do the class, but then he would have us do a project that had almost nothing to do with what we just learned. Where it was like we were taught this, but then we're being taught this way, but we're doing a different project. But it was so clear that we went through it. I think my favorite part of that class when he was around was that he did like a commission simulation. And basically what that meant was that he had us pair up, and in the pair ups we would treat each other like customers.
I like that idea.
And it was very cool because I had been through commissioning processes before, but there was a lot of questions that I was never exposed to. For example, I was never exposed to people asking how big the commission had to be. Like nobody was ever like, oh, I need it to be 35 by 26 or some shit like that. And I'd never had that done before. And I was like, oh my god, that's so fascinating. And I loved it. I loved every moment of it. So that's why I think it depends on the teacher. I keep myself motivated and create something despite not necessarily feeling up to it. That's a very fair statement. When I say that you're not motivated, I'm not saying that you're not motivated. It is definitely something that you have to manage. It's something that you have to take responsibility for. But you also have to say to yourself, what is important to me and how can I do this the best I can? To my satisfaction. How would I want this to be done? And I think this has helped me through a lot. Like a lot. It's very interesting for me to look back at some of my old stuff, cringe how unfortunate it was, and then come up with ways to correct myself. Which is odd to say, correcting yourself, but I think that's one of the biggest things that you should do as a creator, and that's to correct yourself. Because if you don't correct yourself, then who are you going to blame? There's no one else to blame but yourself for that. I'm sorry if I went on a tangent there.
It's not really a tangent if you ask a question and you answer it.
Yeah, but I feel like that question went on for a little. How did you come up with your OC and her cutie mark, Miss Crimson? Let's hear. How did I come up with her design? I was on Pony Creator. I was on Pony Creator originally when I was on Pony Creator, and I found this one picture that was of a paintbrush and a pencil, and I loved it. Turns out it was somebody else's commission. And I only used it, you can see it too on my first video. It's the only time you ever see that specific cutie mark. It's the only time you're ever going to see it. And then I changed it afterwards. I think that my ex designed that. Spectre Spark designed it. At the time, they went by Blaze Terabad. And that's how I came up I say in quotations, with the cutie mark. The OC itself, I was messing around with Pony Creator, and originally she was all black, red hair, she had demon eyes, She was an alicorn bat thing. It was so cringy. It was so incredibly cringy. But you know, you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? You got to start somewhere. And for me, that was my somewhere. I came up with the design after. This is gonna sound so weird. I came up with the first redesign ever, when I talked to Josh Scorcher for the very first time. I was a extra in a project of his, very short-lived, and he said very bluntly that my OC was shite. It was like an edgelord thing, and I was just like, oh, senpai, you noticed me in like the wrong way. So like immediately changed it. He said he liked it, and I was like, oh, cool. I'm doing something right. I went with the Earth Pony afterwards because I thought that it would be better.
Because the Earth Pony Master Race.
Technically, I'm a unicorn still. And I decided to go with the hoof design. I forget what my exact thought process was with that, other than the fact that I wanted it not to look like an overly edgy character, but I wanted it to still seem like me. The redesign came from me I worked on that thing for like a year. Did you draw the editor for himself? Kind of. See, what had happened was, as all good stories show, Joe had been the editor had been...
No, you can say my name, it's alright.
No, it's okay. Well, most people don't know you as the editor. Or know you as Joe. They know you as the editor. The editor. They know you as the editor. So, I drew a prototype. And it was supposed to be like an anniversary present, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And you went with that in your own style. Like, I think I gave you wanted it to be kind of based off of, at the time, you wanted it to be kind of based off of your super Britishy look from that one, I want to say it was Tricky's videos?
Yeah, I think it was like one of the King of Limbos that I helped edit.
Yeah. And you had this overly British design.
Yeah, I purposely made that design though.
Yeah,
and
you wanted it to kind of resemble that. And so I did the neck floof thing. And I did that. I know that I also helped you design the redesign of what's his name? The evil character, your edgy OC?
Oh, Buckfire.
Buckfire, right. I know I also helped with that. And that was a lot easier. I remember that being a lot easier. Yeah, Buckfire had shorter hair, I think. And he still had a hoodie. He had like this hoodie thing that when I designed him, and I think he had like he had like sunglasses too. But when I drew him, he looked a lot like Primeval Brony. If I'm remembering that right. I could be wrong.
forgot. What was the question again?
Oh, do you draw the editor for him?
Oh, how did you draw him?
Yeah. But I don't draw the vectors. I have never drawn any of the vectors. Which might be what they actually meant, but But
no, the vector work is all from me.
yeah, the vector work is all the editor. Like, he does all that. I cannot make those clean lines to save my life.